Alright, what is going on, guys? My name is Damien. Welcome back. Bringing you my review of The Flash, Season 2, Episode 6. This was quite an amazing episode. I have to say, I was really impressed with the visual effects of Zoom, and that is what I'm going to spend the entirety of my time talking about. I mean, yes, the scenes between Barry and Patty were great. I enjoy their relationship and all of that. The episode overall was really, really good, but it was very simple. Lure Zoom into the picture, and he did not disappoint. This was by far the worst I have seen Barry get his ass handed to him since this show has been on the air, and this was a very decisive fight, and there was just no chance. And I knew that going into it. Barry is just not there yet, and even though he's made all that progress since the show has been on, he's been training, he's went up against the Reverse Flash. Zoom is a totally different beast, and you can see that his character, we still don't know a lot about him. That's why I was really surprised at Barry's willingness to just jump headfirst and take on Zoom, because he doesn't exactly know what this guy's big plan is. He doesn't really know anything outside of the fact that Zoom wants to kill him, and this is a guy who has bested Earth 2 Flash, Jay Garrick, and he seems to just not realize that this guy is the real deal. I feel like he should have been a little bit more hesitant, but as far as the character is concerned, there's still a lot of mystery behind him, of course. My personal opinion is that it's going to be an Eddie Thawne character. How they introduce him, we'll see. I'm not really sure just yet, but that's just my theory on it. I feel like it would make sense if it were him. Of course, it could definitely be different people in the universe. Who knows who they're going to pull, but I think it would be really cool if it was Eddie Thawne. Now, the reason Barry lost this fight so decisively is very simple. Barry is just not as experienced as Zoom. Zoom also is, you can tell just by his build, this is a guy that he is ripped. Like, you can see that he's a very big dude. He's taller than the Flash. Look at the way he was just manhandling him that entire fight. This was the most one-sided fight ever. I feel like with the Reverse Flash in Season 1, he kind of enjoyed toying with Barry, so he would kind of give him false hope with the expectation that he's going to win at some point. But because he's been like fighting with the Flash for so long, and he went back in time, so this was really just him enjoying himself. But Zoom is just after one thing. He wants to be the only speedster, and nothing else matters, so he will destroy everyone that is a speedster. And this was a very clear reason as to why Barry needs a lot more time, but obviously he's going to come back. Now, you can tell that the Zoom character has been doing this for a while. How long exactly? No one knows. Of course, it seems he got his speed the same time that Jay Garrick got his speed. So everything, he really hasn't been Zoom for that long, but at the same time, you have to wonder what he's done with his time. He could be channeling the Speed Force in a totally different way than Barry is. He could have full use of the Speed Force, and who knows how it's working with him jumping between Earths. That is really where it'll get really technical, but he definitely has a better mastery of the Speed Force, especially when he caught the lightning bolt that Barry threw at him. At that point, you pretty much knew the fight was over, and you knew something was going to go down. Barry this one, I actually felt like the scene was actually kind of sad, in my opinion, because it was like, this guy he has no chance, and Barry's morale has taken a beating lately, and getting destroyed, getting beat by the Reverse Flash in Season 1, having to deal with that, having to see the way it ended, the way he wasn't able to really get Eobard Thawne on his own. Eddie Thawne kind of stepped in there, or did step in there and save him, so he's really just taking a mental beating emotionally throughout these episodes, and the only silver lining he has for himself, or the only good thing he has going right now, is Patty Spivot. And this Zoom character really is just doing things that I never expected, and really hats off to the writers team. They're doing a great job with him. I love the visual effects. If you haven't seen some of the visual effects work behind the scenes that the CW has posted on their channel, I recommend you check it out. It's kind of cool seeing like an inside behind the scenes look at how they kind of go about putting together characters like this and doing the visual effects. They actually showed specifically Zoom, which was really nice. You see a little backstory of what exactly they came up with, their thought process on it, and everything like that. But this was an expected episode. There was no way Barry was going to best Zoom at this point. As you can see in the flash forward, 6 months from now, he's still dealing with Zoom when Arrow had that flash forward with the grave. So he's going to be dealing with Zoom for the rest of the season, that's clear. I only hope that it's Eddie Thawne, because realistically, he's just, his character is needed. His name is too iconic to be tossed aside the way he was at the end of season 1. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about the fight. When it comes to these characters, the villain always seems to be, you have to look at it the way Anakin Skywalker, like the Darth Vader kind of approach, where if you embrace the dark side, you're going to get more power now, but not have that good heart. Like Anakin gave that up basically to become Darth Vader, and that is how but he gained more power, but in the long run he never really succeeded. So you have to look at the way Zoom and Reverse Flash, these types of villains, the way they're harnessing the Speed Force in a negative way, and that brings in the negative Speed Force and a whole different discussion. But when you look at the way these characters work, what motivates them, it's just power. It's literally just they're driven to do completely evil things, and that's all that actually matters to them. So they're always going to be able to best someone who has a moral compass, that is trying to do good, someone that has a heart, someone that cares about people. But in the long run, we know Barry will win. It just comes down to how he's going to win. So I look forward to more scenes between them. They are going to fight again, of course, but Barry will recover. His pride would have taken a beating for sure, but he'll definitely be back. So yeah, share your thoughts and opinions down below. It was a great episode, phenomenal episode. Barry revealed the secret to Linda Park. Didn't expect that. The scenes between Barry and Patty were awesome. Like I said, really enjoy their scenes together. And of course, I have to come back to Zoom. He just stole the show in the last 10 minutes. He really did. Showing up at the Central City Police Department, stopping all the bullets. He completely embarrassed the Flash that entire time, and it was a show of power. It was him making his mark, letting everyone know that this guy is not better than me, and I will destroy him. So he really took the hope of everyone. At least he shook it at that point, because the way, like, Barry was lifeless. He couldn't move, can't feel his legs. He's going to be out of action for a little bit. So yeah, next week's episode should be great. Hope you guys come back to my channel next week to hear what I have to say. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a like on the video. Please leave comments. Sometimes, for whatever reason, I can't respond to certain users. I'm not sure why, but the reply option is just not there. So if I didn't reply to your comment, it's not that I didn't read it. Or I didn't want to respond. I just couldn't. So yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that, but I will see you guys tomorrow night for an episode of Arrow, although I am pretty sure it's going to be hard for Arrow to compete with tonight's episode of The Flash. A 9.5 out of 10 from me, because of the exquisite work with Zoom and his screen time. I cannot wait to see more of him. My name is Damien. I will see you guys later.